river I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh yes it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die, 'cause I don't know what's up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Oh yes it will. And I go to the movies, and I go downtown. Oh, somebody keeps telling me don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Can I get a witness? Then I go to my brother, and I say, brother, help me believe. But he winds up knocking me back down on my knees. There was times that I thought that I could last too long, but now I think I can carry on. It's been a long time coming, and I know a change gotta come. Anybody believe it? A change is gonna come. Yeah, I believe it. I know a change it's gonna come. Anybody believe it? Yeah, a change is gonna come. Thank you so much.
Wow, that was Mr. Vincent Powell, 23rd. What a great job. Well done, very well. I think I'll sit down, we'll listen to him for a while. What do you think? Yeah. Well, we're here today to look at the new statues that are being unveiled. And many of you know that the Children at Play statues were purchased at an auction at a Light the Night fundraiser back, I guess it was in 2013. They were purchased by Spirit of Texas Bank. Mr. Dean Bass and his faculty and staff, we appreciate your efforts in donating those statues to be placed here at the courthouse in recognition of all the abused and neglected children here in Montgomery County, and all of those that work with those abused and neglected children each and every day. There are some 600 children that are represented on any given day, and the reason those statues are here is so that as people enter this courthouse to represent those children, the workers and the kids, we're reminded each and every day of what truly is important. It's those children that we're here to represent. So we appreciate, Mr. Bass, your donation of statues and having them here at this courthouse to remind us all that we need to do our part for those abused and neglected children. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge a lot of the groups and organizations who work every day to protect the children of Montgomery County. We have Montgomery County CPS, their investigators, their intake personnel, caseworkers and staff, foster parents, the judges, attorneys, the Montgomery County CASA group, Montgomery County Sheriff's Department, the City of Conroe Police Department, the city itself, the City Administration Office. Mr. Bergadamo, thank you for being here today. Public Works Department, Conroe Fire Department, Montgomery County CPS and Child Welfare Board, Angel Reach, Back to Basics, Love Fosters Hope, Montgomery County Youth Services, and dozens of other nonprofit local churches and community organizations that work to help represent the children of Montgomery County. So thank you for all of what you do and what's made Montgomery County a place where these children do have a place for hope and a place where protections that foster these children. Thank you for your efforts and thank you for your support. So with that, let me bring to this podium a lady that's done so much for the youth of this community, that we all know her, we all love her. She probably doesn't need much of an introduction at all, but please help me welcome Ms. Terry Jaggers.
Okay, well, I was actually not supposed to speak today. It was supposed to be somebody else, but I'm glad that I have the honor and they've asked me to step in. I just really want to say how hard and yet how wonderful it was that this community really rallied when these statues were stolen. It was Thanksgiving Day, and while everybody was at home enjoying their family and enjoying the onset of Christmas and Christmas joy, I get a phone call that says, "We got a problem. Somebody has destroyed the statues in the front of the courthouse, and one of them is actually missing." And all I could think of was, who would do that? I mean, who has enough gumption and chutzpah to actually go to the county courthouse and destroy property? Unfortunately, it did happen, and I'm grateful for the mom who basically told the son, you might want to turn yourself in. And he actually ended up going to the county judge's office and confessing, and he is now, I can't say too much, but he is now trying to make things right. And so I'm grateful for that, but I'm mostly grateful that the community not only came together, but the media made it happen, because without the media who stepped in and broadcasted all over Harris County, all the television stations, all the print in Montgomery County, the social media that went crazy, that mama heard about it. And that's how we ended up being actually able to find and be able to get that person. The city, it was such a priority to the police department. I can't tell you, I got calls every day from the mayor, personal calls every day from the mayor all through Thanksgiving weekend, letting me know how much of a priority that the city was placing on the abduction of our children. That's kind of the best way to put it, right? And that the police chief and the police department we're not going to let it just slide, and they didn't. And I'm so proud of the city of Conroe, and I'm so proud of Montgomery County, who takes a true interest in caring for our children and for the people that care for them, and they stepped up, not just when they have to step in to protect a child, but they stepped up on what represents them. And I'm really grateful, and I just wanted to say thank you to them and let you know the boys are back in town, and we're so excited to have them. I don't have my script, so I'm not supposed to be speaking, so could somebody tell me what's next? Okay. The next person also that wanted to say a few words really doesn't need much of an introduction, but I would love to introduce to you. She's my friend. She's also the program administrator for Montgomery County Child Protective Services, and she's basically the boss of all the outlying counties, including Montgomery, Walker, Liberty, Chambers, Fort Bend, it goes on and on. So with that, Leisha Fisher.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you to the community, to the city, to the county, to our staff, to all of you for helping, as Terry put it, to bring the boys back. It's really inspiring to know that this community takes child protection so significantly as a community-owned problem instead of a state-owned problem. With all of us working together, it helps us all to know that our children in this community will continue to have the best life possible, because one day they will be where we are. And so I thank you all for coming out. I thank the county, I thank the city I thank all of you so much from the bottom of my heart, and on behalf of all the staff that are here and those that are not here, from our hearts to yours, we say thank you. Now, I have the opportunity of introducing two wonderful people who I kind of got to know last week. We held what's called a permanency summit, and it was really important that at that summit we had the voice of our youth who were involved in this system from their first-hand perspective. Ashley Smith and Daniel Wallace are going to come to you and speak to you today about why it's so important for our community to be involved in this work that we do. So can you please help me welcome Ashley Smith and Daniel Wallace.
How you doing? My name is Daniel Wallace. I want to keep this short and sweet. I went through Child Care Protective Services myself, and one thing that helped me through the adjustment and the adaptation was my voice in court, my cost advocate. And I really enjoyed it because they're just volunteers who are stepping out of their way to make myself heard in front of the judge when nobody else will listen. I also want to thank Angel Reach for giving me all these opportunities and resources when I age out of CPS, so that I have somewhere to go and I have something to do with my life and put me in the right direction, on the right path to go. I just want to thank the community.
My name is Ashley Smith. I just want to say that I wasn't that privileged as a youth, and I had a lot of obstacles in my way, but I really want to thank the community, because if it wasn't for you guys and people like Angel Reach and people like Love Foster's Hope and mentors and people that advocate for us youth, I wouldn't be the person that you see today. And like I said, I just want to say a big thank you to Angel Reach, because you guys are paving the way for me. And there's so many resources out there to help us. There's so many things that we get offered and that we can achieve because somebody believes in us, and that because you guys believe in what we're trying to do and the mission that we have. And I just want to say thank you to Angel Reach and these guys and everybody that put this thing together. Thank you.
That was a nice trip. Just for those of you who don't know, Angel Reach, if you are hearing like, what is Angel Reach? Angel Reach is a transitioning facility that helps our youth transition from young teens into young adults. And you know what that's like if any of us have you've had children. It's a struggle to be an adult and make decisions and to be on your own. And so Angel Reach does a really great job, and they are the only transitional facility we have. So these young people are very fortunate to have Sandra Carpenter and everybody at Angel Reach, because they only have, what, 16 beds? How many?
We have 34 now.
34 now. Okay, they've grown. 34 beds. But if you can imagine, I know that here in Montgomery County, we have I think we have 30 kids that are expected to age out this year alone in Montgomery County. And these kids don't just come from Montgomery County that go to Angel Reach, they come from all over. So we don't have enough facilities and places for transition, but we're very grateful for the one we have. We're also extremely grateful for an amazing group of leaders in this community. And when I say leadership, it starts at the very tip top with our county judge, who has made a priority for the last 17 years. This county has made a priority of child protective services and child welfare issues, and how do we change and how do we transform our community in the future for these children. It also starts with Leisha Fisher, our program director, our program administrator. She was promoted, sorry. Our program administrator, who has created and cultivated a culture and a synergy within CPS that really is the top in the state They really work well together. Everybody really cares and tries really hard to live with a very bureaucratic system, which is not easy to do. We have in our community, obviously, CASA is huge in the lives of these kids. And I can't, and I would be amiss to say, forget the churches. The churches in this community step up in big ways all the time to make sure every child has school supplies, backpacks, Christmas gifts, Easter parties, funds to do whatever they need if they have special interests, whether it's to play music in a band or to go to a vocational school that wasn't paid for from the state. Whatever it is, there's a lot of community churches, child welfare boards that really work with that. So I just want to say thank you to all of them. We are now ready to show you AJ and TJ in their home reunification with the girls. So if Dean, I know you got to climb up into the bushes.
Come on.
I have affectionately named each of the statues. They don't come named; they come named Children at Play. And now they are back. So we would love to unveil the first time back together, and hopefully forever. AJ and TJ and the girls. I want to also say thank you to Spirit of Texas Bank. They look beautiful. You can see AJ and TJ have, the weather and the rain has not made their coat pretty green quite yet. But I'm sure we'll be getting rain soon. And it will continue to, they'll blend back in. I'm super excited to have them and make me cry because I know how valuable it is to this community that they are here every day for us. So with that being said, we have another statue. When we didn't know for sure if we were going to be able to replace these, we had another statue that was brought in. Again, not sure what was going to happen with AJ and TJ and the kids. And Spirit of Texas Bank bought this one as well, and we are going to be dedicating it as well today. So I would like to introduce to you the president of Spirit of Texas Bank, Dean Bass.
Thank you. You know, the thing about being around Terry, it's infectious. There's obstacles and challenges that are merely momentary stepping stones for Terry. Okay? When there are more challenges, she says they're going to be greater results. Okay? I really feel that. When she called me that weekend and said that very hour she found out, she was heartbroken. But at the very moment, we said we're going to make it bigger and better. Hopefully you'll enjoy the next one as well. And if Mr. Powell will keep coming back, we may do another bronze just to hear him sing again. I know it. Okay. So, you know, I think Terry looks around at things and says, I got this. I just need a little help. Come join me. And so that's much of what we did. So today I have the distinct honor of representing the Spirit of Texas Bank, but more importantly, the spirit of all of you in Texas. But more importantly, I have the prestigious honor of representing each and every one of us in this county in rededicating and in dedicating the new bronze as well as the boys that reflect our children at play. More importantly still, we are here to praise and lift up that delicate balance of law and love that must be painstakingly exhibited many, many, many times every day. More importantly still, we are here to encourage each of you that compassionately work in the CPS system of laws and love. And more importantly still, we honor the children coming through our complicated system of compassion. We hope and pray that they can experience love and can one day model that care and concern to the next generation. And last but not least, that they may be living examples that allow them to work tirelessly for those in need, that they may be one day the next Terry Jaggers. Thank you, Terry, for the love which you have shown to help so many through a system of children in need surrounded by laws and love. Thank you, Terry, for your dedication for love and support for Montgomery County children in need. So we have one up on Terry right now. She is the most organized person you will know, but she doesn't know this. Terry, if you'll come forward, please.
Transcribing Hope, donated by the Spirit of Texas Bank in honor of Terry Jaggers and Child Protective Services for their commitment to the children of Montgomery County, Texas. Spirit of Bank, dedicated June 30th, 2015. Terry, congratulations.
Give me a plaque.
Wow. Let me see it.
Hold on.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Well, that was a complete surprise. And this is going to be a plaque. This will be a plaque. There'll be a bronze down there like, oh my gosh. Well, I think that's better than the name of the street being named after. Thank you to the board, Alicia. Thank you, everybody, and Spirit of Texas.
As the inscription of Transcribing Hope says, as you walk away from here today, we hope that you remember that it takes a community to impact and affect change for the younger generation that comes forward. And we hope and we pray that we one day will be able to have children that will not have to be involved in the child welfare system. I thank you. I thank the community, the county, the Spirit of Texas Bank, the boards, CASA, everyone that's here. And know together we will be one community, one voice, one hope. So I thank you all so much. I appreciate you. And now come up and introduce yourselves to TJ, AJ, and our Transcribing Hope. Thank you so much.
Overalls and a t-shirt. Look at the hair. It's the same bowl. The hair is different. Which hair do you like more, Adam? Yeah, I'm not wearing the overalls. TJ's wearing the overalls. We all know that's true. We all know. Okay, so this is... What kind of camera is that?
Baby. Nope, we can't go anywhere. This thing is like heavy. That's awesome.
Let me hold that while you get back down.
First of all, your name?
Terry Jaggers.
Terry, and who are you with?
I am the president of Montgomery County Child Protective Services and CPS Boards of Directors.
Tell me what happened with these statues and what today is.
This is a great day. Thanksgiving weekend, these statues were vandalized and stolen, and unfortunately, we didn't know if we were ever going to get them back, and we were able to get them back, but they were not in the condition that we could place them back in the grounds, so they had to be replaced. It took us 8 months to get them replaced and back, and we are so excited because it really provides hope. and encouragement to everybody that walks into this courtroom that it's about the best interest of all of our children as they go through this foster care system.
Tell me a little bit about the day of the theft and how they were found then.
The day of the theft was awful. It was Thanksgiving, and my heart was more about spending time with my family and celebrating the holidays when I got a phone call that said that they had been vandalized and stolen. I was devastated. I mean, I don't think I've ever felt more devastated because this was a part of my heart and a legacy that we wanted for the community to always remember how valuable these lives were. And for somebody to actually steal it and vandalize it didn't make any sense. It was heartbreaking and it was upsetting, unnerving to say the least.
And what about finding him? How long did it take them, and what did it go through to find him, and how was it found?
About 2 weeks after they were stolen, the individual who stole them and vandalized them turned himself in. Couldn't have happened without the news media and everything, because what happened was people heard and knew about it throughout the community and throughout Houston because the television and news media that had put effort into letting people know this had happened. The mother actually found the statue and figured out what was going on and convinced her son to turn himself in, and he did so, and now he's making restitution with the community and with the city and the county.
AJ.
What actually happened was that AJ was actually stolen and removed from the base, which was surprising. We didn't know how that happened. They broke it off at the foot and stole him and took him with us from the foundation. TJ, they tried to remove him, but all they could do was get him toppled to the ground. So he was face first when we came to find him. So AJ was gone, TJ was face first, and when we did recover him, the boys had, one of the boys had no head, and his arm had been severed. They had apparently been trying to cut him up for scrap metal, but it didn't happen. So currently we have 2 bronzes that if we could figure out how to put them back together, we would put them somewhere else. But right now they're just sitting in the county waiting.